Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Athena Amoeba, and I'm coming to you from inside my car because I'm about to go drive Lyft for the second time ever. And the first time was kind of crazy because I didn't know how anything worked and I didn't really know my way around, especially in Oakland. The ways to get on the freeway are kind of crazy. There's like so many. So I was tripped out, but this is gonna be my second time, so I think it will be better. And yeah, I'm excited about it. I got new glasses, so that should help. Alright, so I'm gonna make this super quick since I'm in my car and really need to go make some money. But basically, let's see. Believe this is an update video for week 19. Going on to week 20. Tomorrow starts week 20. So what are the basics? What do I really got to say about this? Well, I crashed hard in the month of October. I feel like the entire month of October, there were some definite highlights in there. Like I met my boyfriend's family. I met his friends. We took an awesome trip to San Diego. We saw Between the Buried and Me, which is a really awesome show. There were some definite highlights in there. But I feel like for the most part in October, I was really down. I was really low. And I feel like I didn't really know how to bring myself out of it this time, mostly just because I was tired of feeling this way. Obviously, I did bring myself out of it, and what helped me was just sharing it. I shared it on all my social media that I was feeling really down. I shared it on my Facebook, my Snapchat, and, I just made it really public, mostly because I didn't want anybody else who felt this way to feel like they're the only one, right? So that's why I'm always trying to be really transparent about what I'm going through and what my process is. Because it's easy to use social media as a platform to build your brand, which is really smart, to put your best foot forward, but I think it can leave a lot of us feeling like we're not doing as well, or we're behind, or like we compare ourselves to other people. And in reality, it's like, I've been struggling. I struggled the entire month of October. But that being said, I'm starting to feel a lot better. I feel like the things I'm struggling with are going to be a constant process, and maybe I should make individual videos about them. The main thing is, though, just feeling worthless, feeling useless, and in watching a lot of Teal Swan videos, I really do think that a lot of the reasons for that is really deep-seated in like my childhood and like a lot of experiences I had. Of course it is, right? Everybody hears that. Everybody hears delve deep into your childhood to uncover what all your issues are and how to change them. So I'm thinking seriously, like I need to be serious about making more money, because I need to be serious about getting a counselor and doing that regularly, because I've been trying to do it by myself for like the last 2 years, and I think I'm making some progress. At least what I'm noticing is that I observe my thoughts more. Like I can observe, oh, I'm being negative right now, or oh, I'm focusing on fear, and I'm focusing on what I don't want to happen, and I'm focusing on what I'm afraid of versus focusing on what I want to happen, focusing on where I have control, focusing on where I have power. I'm noticing it more, which is one step in the process to changing it, because before I wasn't even noticing it. Like 2 years ago, I would wake up and within a matter of like seconds, maybe, like 2 years ago, I'd wake up and within a matter of minutes, if not seconds, my stomach would be burning, just because I was thinking so negatively. I was already thinking about, oh, what if X, Y, and Z happens? Or I'm going to have this conversation with this person, and like, what if it goes wrong? And honestly, just thinking a lot about other people's negative opinions of me, like first thing in the morning, and that would just make my stomach burn, and I didn't want to go anywhere. I had no energy. Of course I didn't have any energy. Like this is what was taking up my mind space, and I don't know why. Like I know that doesn't matter on an intellectual level, but for some reason, like I couldn't shake it. And maybe it's because at my core I wasn't happy with who I was. I wasn't living a life that I necessarily wanted to live. I wasn't really spending my time or energy in ways that I wanted to, that like were fulfilling to me. So I guess in a way I was trying to seek validation from everybody else, because I wasn't validating myself. Like what I was doing with my life, although I think was definitely a worthy causes. I worked with in a lot of nonprofits and stuff like that. It wasn't what I truly wanted to do. And so I think I was seeking validation from external sources, from other people. I wanted to be significant to others, or kind of feel like I was important or valuable. through the opinion of others, because I didn't feel like that for myself, right? So I guess it all kind of starts to make sense now that I can kind of analyze it. And there's a lot more to it than that. There was a lot of things that I was going through mentally that I'm now starting to come out of. But it's a rough process, right? Because you have your up days and you have your down days, and you take 10 steps forward and then you take 2 steps back, and then you take like 5 steps forward and then you take like 20 steps back, right? So it's just this process, but as long as you know the direction you want to go towards, keep going, and that's what I'm doing, right? So it's been hard. This month has been a challenge for sure. I didn't feel good at all really this month, but I'm here. I'm continuing to go forth. And yeah, thanks to many of you for reaching out, for giving me strength. It was the first time in a long time that I feel like I really got strength from other people, because it was the first time in a long time I allowed other people to be there for me, and I allowed I guess that I just allowed the positive energy and words from other people to sink in without me rejecting it. And it's hard for me to accept compliments. It's hard for me to receive from others in any sort of way, even compliments. It's hard for me. So that being said, it's the first time I really allowed myself to receive in a really long time. But yeah, so moving forward, I'm excited because I'm starting on my diet again. So I had gotten down to 182 at the beginning of October, and I was really excited because I was close to getting through that 180 barrier and getting down to the 170s. But I gained weight because I was just eating. I was using that as a coping mechanism, of course, and I gained weight back, so now I'm 188 again. So I gained 6 pounds in the month of October versus losing it. But you know what? I'm not beating myself up about it, because I was dealing with emotions I still really don't know how to deal with, and eating is a coping mechanism for me. I'm still below 190, barely, but I still am, so at least that progress was made. And I also know what I need to do to lose that weight again. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, of course, count my calories. I think what I'm going to really focus on is replacing at least 1 or 2 meals with a protein shake, and or a protein bar, and that really makes a difference. And then just eating salads as much as possible. That's gonna be the strategy. I also am going to join the gym at some point, hopefully soon, hopefully this week. So yeah, there's that. So I'm excited about that. And why I'm also excited about it was I had a really awesome conversation with a coworker that, long story short, basically made me realize that I was holding myself back. I would love to be a life coach, honestly. That's something I've been interested in doing for a while now. I'd be honestly interested in being a therapist, but the reality of going back to school, paying for school when I'm in this debt and I'm having trouble paying it already, and most of the debt that I have is not school related, so it's not like those loans would go on pause. I'd still have to keep paying all of my debt in the meantime. So that being said, I'm just worried about racking up more debt before I really get myself into like a financial place stably, a stable place financially. But so a life coach is kind of another alternative, but I also feel like if I'm going to be a life coach, I kind of have to have my shit together, right? And that's not necessarily 100% true. It is true a little bit, I think, for sure. Like, how am I going to help other people achieve their goals and direct their lives in the way they want to if I'm not doing it for myself? But really what it boils down to is just being a guide and helping somebody through. So what I said to myself is, if I lose this weight, when I lose this weight, I will take the next steps to becoming a life coach, because that's at least one goal that I have achieved, you know, and I feel like that will be enough for me to take it to the next step. Because the other thing about being a life coach is really being able to listen to other people, being able to like bring out the best in people and make them feel good about themselves. And I know for sure that I have that ability. People have told me they feel super comfortable opening up to me. After having conversations with me, they feel more uplifted and energized. Not all the time, you know, but a lot of times. And people have told me you should be a life coach. So it's something I'd want to do. So that's really exciting to me. That's made that goal of losing weight much more significant, I guess, or the reason why I would want to do it is more powerful than just, oh, I want to lose weight to feel good about myself. And also, I struggle with that because of fat shaming. It's a whole other thing. I should make a video about it because I don't want this video to get too long. But all I'll say about that is I feel really bad because I've been fat shaming myself, and I realized that you can't fat shame yourself without fat shaming others. And so I feel really bad about that. I posted an Instagram post at the beginning of the month of October, and this was when I was already feeling like massively insecure, that basically was an advertisement for a gym that said, tired of being fat and ugly? Just be ugly. Join the gym. And I laughed when I saw it. I reposted it, mostly because Devin Townsend, a musician I follow, posted it, and for some reason coming from him, it just made me laugh so much more. But it's also like genuinely how I was feeling. I was feeling like I was ugly. I was feeling like I was fat. And so I was like, yes, I am tired of feeling like this, you know? So I reposted it, but after I reposted it, I felt really bad because fat phobia is so rampant in our society. I know so many wonderful, gorgeous, amazing people who claim their fat identity proudly, but even though that's the case, that doesn't mean that fat phobic words can't hurt them, you know what I mean? Or can't hurt, I mean, they hurt me, you know, or they get to me subconsciously. And since that's such a rampant thing in our society, fat phobia, I just didn't want to like contribute to that, and I felt really bad for posting that. I took it down. But yeah, that's just something else I wanted to bring up and talk about, and I'll probably make a whole video about that. But for now, I'm doing better. Thanks to you all for your support. Seriously, it makes a huge difference. And I'm about to go drive to change my financial goals. And I know Lyft is evil. I know Uber is evil for all the reasons. But hey, if you find a job that lets me, gives me the flexibility I need to deal with my mental health issues and also will make me a decent amount of money, let me know. In the meantime, this is what I've got. So much love to you all, and just keep going. That's all we can do. Keep going in the direction of what you want. And if you're having struggle, please comment below what you're struggling with. I'd love to help you work through it because I'm learning how to work through it myself. So much love to you all, and see you next week.